So, what is this AU that I'm suddenly bringing up? As sudden as it may seem, it has actually been developing on my channel for a while now. Things regarding this AU seemingly didn't take off until the Breach project began, and this is quite understandable, especially if you're newer to my channel or are more recent to my content. For anyone who doesn't know, the phrase AU is short for Alternative Universe. In this case, our AU is a timeline branch that starts during the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. What else is there to this? Well, the way I have our AU set up is simple. At this point, pretty much any form of media regarding Sonic on my channel is part of this AU now, minus some things. Things like the Breach Project and Side Zones are all part of this universe, but so are other media types, of which I plan to try out sometime if I haven't already, which sounds like fun, to be honest, because I'm up to trying new things if y'all are up to it. Some examples of these are CSS stages, which is probably the most common, fan games, which I'll get into at a later date, animations, which I've already started doing, comic/novel based stories, which I really want to try and do because it really sounds like fun, an upcoming prequel which I'll reveal sometime soon, characters, and collaborations with other creators. And you may be wondering, why am I bringing this up now? And the answer to that is simple. It's simply that there seems to be at least some confusion with this AU, if you all even knew that there was an AU. Most of it is related to Sonic Breach, so I'll do my best to answer the more typical questions in this video, so I don't need to later. These are just questions that I'm asked a lot. First, I want to mention that I do have a playlist on my channel for AU content. I didn't explicitly mention this or like announce it or anything, but the playlist itself has its own description regarding AU permissions, but like it's not really that visible. I mean, it's there, but like I don't think anybody's gonna read it, so I decided why not just make a video and say everything there. AU permissions. What does this mean? Well, this is essentially my team and I giving you permission to make content off of this AU, so essentially fan project, or even make content for the AU, like approved and official content. This will be explained later on whenever I need help or something like that. We're in a pretty good spot now though, so yeah. Next is character permissions. Our AU already has some custom characters that you may have seen already. These are pretty much OCs. For the sake of not spoiling anything, I will not directly mention some of these characters to avoid the spoilers, obviously. Permissions to make fan content with said characters. It's best to try and ask their rightful owners first. You can always come to me if needed, and I'll ask the owners myself. Just make sure you are asking first and giving credit to whoever needs it. Moving on from that, we have animations. This is a little bit easier for me to cover by myself since I'm the only one really animating these. But are you allowed to use these animations for your own use? Well, preferably not if you're just going to copy and paste our work. Just don't steal it and claim it as your own. But you can definitely use these for inspiration, fan work, remixes, video backgrounds. Again, just make sure credit is given to whoever needs it. As of now, it's probably just going to be me, but like, if there is another animator that joins our team, I'll be sure to let y'all know. Or you can just look at the credits in whatever video they like animate for. Lastly is music. I've already covered this in some videos, but our team has a few composers who compose tracks for our AU and CSS content. You are allowed to use their tracks as long as you give credit, obviously, and if the track is made for the AU, then be sure to credit that too. That's pretty much it. I made this video just so that y'all have a mutual understanding of what I want to be categorized inside of this new AU of ours, but yeah, to give y'all better info on permissions and whatnot, because I don't think I've been that vocal about that until now. The easiest way to contact me for collaborations, permissions, or feedback is on Discord. I'll leave my username on screen for that. But you can also tag me or DM me on Twitter. That's also a viable way to contact me. I appreciate all of your feedback, interest, and fan work as of recent. So thank you all for that. I really appreciate it. It's really cool to see stuff like that based off of work that you've worked on. So before I end it here, I mentioned possible novel-based stories for AAU. And I just wanted to know if y'all would be interested in having like side stories or even reads of upcoming major projects. So like a story that the major projects will be based on. I think that'll be cool because I know that's going to take a while for me to get done because of animations and whatnot. But be sure to let me know on YouTube, Discord, and Twitter. And that's pretty much it. See y'all later.